Hello everyone and welcome to the Album Afterlife with your hosts. I'm Nahren.
I'm Jajaz.
And this is our monthly music podcast where we take turns each month to pick an album, we listen to the album, and then we talk about our thoughts, feelings and opinions on the album. This month we have picked the Eminem Show.
You have picked it.
I have picked the Eminem Show by Eminem, so we'll be discussing our thoughts on the album overall, track by track, and some backstories, things like that. But before we get started, remember to follow us on TikTok and Instagram. It's at the Album Afterlife, and we're also on YouTube if you want to watch us instead of just listen to us. And
so that one person who does watch us.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. And our 3 subscribers. But which one of them is George?
Are you crazy?
But anyway, if you want to listen to us instead, which you probably already are, but we're available on Spotify, Apple, Deezer, a bunch of other random ones. So yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. And I hope you enjoyed the episode. So to get into it, I've picked, like I said, the Eminem Show by Eminem, his 4th album overall, but 3rd major label album, because he had a album before he signed to Dr. Dre. And this is
his best-selling album.
Huh?
His best-selling album.
Yeah, he released this at the height of his career. I think it was 2002 or 3 release.
I was just being born. I was coming out the womb that time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I think it's a 2002 release, or 2003. I could be wrong.
Yeah, 2002.
2002 release.
Because I was like, wow, this album is 21 years old. Crazy.
Yeah. And it stood the test of time, I think.
I agree.
Yeah. No, God.
Because things are popping off on TikTok.
On TikTok.
A lot of.
Yeah, so I think it's kind of like you can look at it as like a trilogy or like the 3rd installment. It was a 3-album run of the Slim Shady LP, the Marshall Mathers LP, and then the Eminem Show. And it's just delves deeper into things that he's discussed before in terms of his family life, both his with his mum and with his ex and daughter, but also you have things about fame cropping up in there, things about him being a rapper in the rap game, and you have a lot of politics in here as well. This was when Bush, this was when America was going into Iraq, so have some anti-war songs in here, which I appreciate as an Iraqi as well. I feel like I could speak about Eminem himself.
This is very much Naren's podcast. This is the one episode where she can run her mouth, yes, and I can just stand here and be silent and do nothing.
No, I still want to hear your opinions.
I'll hop in every 3 minutes or so and just say, hey, good song, carry on.
No.
Because Eminem's a very, very complex person.
Very, yes.
He has a lot to offer, and his writing throughout the whole album, you can tell there's so many subjects that he delves himself into. Yeah,
and just also his craft, like the way he writes, the way he rhymes things, like how his brain works. Is
Stop.
He's obsessed. But yeah, so that's the general album info background. So now we'll just get on initial thoughts of the album.
Well, first of all, I was introduced to this album by Nahren. Not introduced. I've heard of obviously songs before.
Yeah.
But the main delving atmosphere, if you'd like, was because of Nahren, because she was obsessed with him. She still is obsessed with him. But she had like a phase back in like 3 years ago.
Like 3
years ago. She was absolutely obsessed.
Love him,
and so I was like, hey, listen to this, listen to that. So I definitely knew a few songs mainly from Nahren. The ones that aren't popular, not like Superman, but the ones that are like sort of just less popular than the other popular ones. And so,
but you knew Without Me anyway.
Oh, 100%. Everyone knows Without Me. And that was like a classic when I was growing up as well. But I think definitely after You're Obsessed, I knew more about him until this episode, and I definitely gathered more information. It's a very, very strong album. As you said, I think the best word is timeless, because you could play this album whenever. What I really liked about the album as a whole was that there was the story was broken up into like little sections and pieces, and I love the uses of like skits.
Skits are really good on this.
Yeah,
album.
he has a lot of like audio clips of like just really quite like random stuff, and that's what I love because it's like a coherent storyline, and you can tell. There's like a transition from, I think it's something into Soldier. I can't remember what the line before.
It's the kiss into Soldier.
It's so good, but like just makes
that's my favorite
sense.
skit.
It's
We'll get
really
into
really
it.
good.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall solid album. Like I've got nothing bad to say. It's best selling. It's really good. It sold really well for a reason because it's a really solid album.
Yeah. I love this album. Like I think it's my favorite Eminem album. I've listened to all of them, most of them. The last thing I listened to was Revival. That's as far as I've gotten up to. So pretty recently. So it's my favorite Eminem album. There's just some songs. There's like one song on here where I'm like, skip. There's one skippable song on this album for me. We'll get into that when we get to it. But like, that's pretty incredible. And that's just my personal preference as well. Like a lot of people would say this is unskippable.
Yeah, not to hurt you or anything, but there are like 3 or 4 that I just skip past. Not because I don't, no, but listen please. Not because I don't care for them. I just don't care for them.
I feel like there was some songs that I definitely like grew into more as I listened to the album more.
Yes, actually I agree. I'm here for that.
So, but there's one song that I just don't enjoy. But anyway, but overall it was really good.
I know
really
it strips. I know it strips because I don't like that song too.
Have I told you that before?
No, but I just know it strips because I skip that song as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll get into it.
You see, we just know each other.
I think it stood the test of time. It's really good. But I picked this one because it's my favorite. So I really like this album.
Album cover it makes sense for the album. It's the Eminem show. It's literally him in front of like a red curtain sitting down, and he's like sitting down like looking down, and it's like red and very very nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, overall it
fits with the theme.
Exactly.
Very
and
thematic. Like George said, it's very thematic. Like it fits with everything. The Eminem show. He was inspired by The Truman Show, which is a movie with Jim Carrey in it about like Jim Carrey's life being a show. So that's where he got the album title from, and also the cover. Yeah,
I didn't see like a water bottle anywhere in there.
Stop.
And I was really expecting
You're
to see
obsessed. Okay. First song / skit, it's a skit, is Curtains Up, and it's just the sound of curtains going up, someone, Eminem, walking on stage and clearing his throat into the microphone. That's it. Yeah.
Song number 2. There's not much to add for song number 1 to be fair. So
yeah,
song number 2, it's
and then it goes straight into
he says White America, and then he begins talking about it. Upon first listen, I went through the whole album and I was like, hey, cool, calm. White America is the most, I would say, politically detailed song. He definitely took, and like rap industry influence song. He definitely talks about like growing up white in the rap industry, which is considered like a black owned industry, like art form. Yeah, everyone is obsessed, rightfully so. And he just talks about how easy, or how easy or how hard it's been for him as a white rapper.
It's kind of like both. Like,
yeah, because he definitely understands how privileged he is to be white.
A white rapper.
Yeah. And he is it in this song where he sells, if I was black I would have sold half. Yeah, because he goes like math, math, black, half. Yeah. And also I do like where it says Erica loves my shit, and I didn't clock it was like Erica.
Yeah.
Until I was doing more research. The message is great, but I wouldn't necessarily put the song on repeat all the time.
I can't understand that.
Yeah, but for the message itself, it's really really good. Thoughts?
I love this song just because of the content, like what he's saying, what he's rapping about. I think Eminem gets so much pushback for being a white rapper, as he should. Like, he's a white rapper, and you know, he went in and dominated a black art form, and he made it worldwide because it was more palatable to white audiences, which is what he's talking about here. He's talking about how when he first started underground, like rapping, like just because he grew up in Detroit, so like he was surrounded by a lot of black kids, like in a black neighborhood, and also Chaldeans, which he did mention before.
And we got an interview he did, right? Yeah. Oh my god, I remember that.
So because he grew up around black people, and hip hop was very like prevalent, and he connected to it a lot because, you know, rap music is talks a lot about race, which he will never be able to understand, but it also talks a lot about working class struggle, which he very much knows what it's about. And he's spoken before about how it gave him confidence. And he knows he's privileged, and he knows he's a guest, and he's said it so many times that he's a guest in hip hop. And I like this song because it just kind of like showcases that, and showcases how when he was like starting up, people didn't care that he was white. He said that, in fact, like, not that it was a hindrance for him at all, but like I think he was saying like people would be like, why are you doing this? Which, as they should, like, have a right to say that. But then when he blew up and he like sold more, obviously for his talent, like he's a white rapper that's actually talented, but also like it, like I said, became more palatable for like richer kids and like white suburban kids, and like people didn't like that because they're like, you're supposed to keep this like abhorrent hip hop black music in the inner cities where they belong, and you're not supposed to push it out to like the good white kids, basically. I understand what you mean if it's not something that you would play on repeat. I definitely do, because I just like, I think his delivery on this is so strong, but I can understand why not. But I just
third song is one of my personal favorites. It's Business. I feel like in this song Eminem's sort of been like, okay, in white America, here's all the jazz that's gonna happen. Now let's get down to like the business of it all. Let's get down to the rap of it all.
Yeah.
And this song is very, very Batman inspired, and I love Batman so much. And I love like the part where it's like back, and it's like the woman in the back is doing all that jazz.
Marshall.
Marshall.
Yeah.
It's so good. And I love the intro of it when she cuts him off. My name is Marshall. It's really, really good. What else have I got on this? Oh, there's a line where he goes, the most hated on out of all the saying and hated on. That is a really good line as well. It sticks with me as well. And I was gonna say, this song is, a lot of his songs are sort of like an amalgamation of like his life, his family, rap. And it's not it's not like I'm the best out of everyone, like you guys better chill. It's not like one topic certified. It's like there's a lot going on. It's like an
amalgamation, like you said.
For songs with like 3 verses, you'd expect that. And that's what I'm at with Business. I love it.
Okay.
It's very, very, it's quite an empowering song. It's like, now let's get down to business.
Yeah. He's ready to go.
Yeah, he's ready to go, and I love it so much. I'd bust out on the car in my whip.
But yeah, Business, like you said, comic book theme, which
and he's been obsessed with he's been obsessed with comic books. He apparently collected like vintage.
Yeah, he really liked comic books. He used to draw a lot of comic book characters, which he's really good, really talented drawer as well, artist even. And also Batman and Robin comes in later as well, but we'll get to that when we get to that. And I like how he's paying homage to Dr. Dre.
But old Doc is back
as Batman, and he's very much Robin. He's very much like looking up to and following in his footsteps. And he's just talking about, like you said, like the current situation in the rap music, saying like these people don't know what they're doing in terms of rap, like they can't, but we're here to save the day. It's a really good track. The rhymes are great. He rhymes oranges. I know that's not like possible, but he does it.
Oh yeah, it was like oranges. I love that. That part
syringes.
Is really good actually. I do like that chainsaw part.
Yeah, I mean, Eminem's gone on record to say, I hate when people say that you can't rhyme orange, because like you technically can't rhyme orange, but like the way he twists his words and he like,
it's a near rhyme. Thank you, Rhyme Zone, for everything you do.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, so he's showing off his chops here as well in terms of his writing, which he should for a song that's saying that being too on the nose, saying that they're here to save the rap industry,
save Gotham, as I do every day.
Yeah. Not the best on the track list, but this album is a 10 out of 10, so all songs are good. So, well, apart from one. But yeah. Shall I get into the next one? Okay, well, George is going to absolutely ream this one, and he's going to get hated on because it's a classic, absolute classic. It's Cleaning Out My Closet, which is, everyone agrees, one of his 10s, like 10 out of 10. I remember a little anecdote about my childhood. So my sister loves Eminem. She's like the original Eminem stan. Like she loves him. She like
grew up, the copycat.
Yeah, I literally am. She like grew up actually like in the era, so she knew it. She loved him. And I remember once when I was like younger, we were sat watching TV, and the music video for Cleaning Out My Closet came in, and my sister was into it. My mom was like, I hate this song. You know, she's foreign, so she doesn't really know what he's saying, but she was like, I hate this song because of, in the music video, he's like, digging his mum. Like, he's implied that he's killed his mum and he's like digging her grave. And she's like, I hate it. Like, why would he do that to his mum? Blah, blah, blah. But I think this is a very honest song about him, how he grew up around a mum that dealt with drug addiction. Because of that drug addiction, she passed on a lot of issues in terms of like trying to keep him in his place, pretending that he's sick so he doesn't do anything, using him. And it's fair to say that like he was an abused child, and this makes it very well clear, and this makes it clear, and it's not like I'm not in the camp of love your mum or your family no matter what. If they did you wrong, they did you wrong, and she has appeared to do him very wrong. And also he talks about a CD in this, like, you made a CD for me. That's because she's also a singer, not like anyone famous, but she did like gigs and stuff.
I was also kind of brave how he like mentions like people's names in songs as well.
Yeah,
like he mentions his mother, he mentions like other people's
his
names.
uncle, his brother,
and it's like you'd never see someone
daughter.
This day, like if it was aimed at someone, mention them like
he's very
in the
open,
song, which is great, cool.
Yeah,
it's cool.
And also, his mum made a CD for him basically after his like first 2 albums came out. She made like where he has mentioned her in them, but obviously not as in depth as Cleaning Out My Closet. She like kind of was saying that he made everything up, and this is him coming back. And one last thing before I give it to you,
okay.
He doesn't play the song live anymore, and he's actually retired the song because since he's gone through his own addiction, struggle with addiction, he says that he understands a little bit more of the struggle she had to go through going through addiction because he's also gone through it. So he's been a little bit more forgiving, and he has a song called Headlights on the Marshall's Mathers LP2 where he talks about forgiveness. I don't think that they see each other regularly,
which is good because he feels up a lot of anger.
Yes.
In this album towards his mum. I don't know why you guys think I'm gonna actually atrocitize the song. The only thing I want to say it's a skippable song for me. I know it's gonna cause a lot of upset and a lot of uproar, but it's just not what it's just not for me.
What about it?
What about it? I don't know. Maybe it's too deep for me. No, it's just not. I don't know. What
do you think about the chorus? The chorus is really good.
Look. I like the meaning of the song, and I like how like the Cleaning Out My Closet is sort of like double-ended, where he's like packing up, and also it's like he's trying to say all this stuff that he's been keeping in his closet. And I definitely like that. And I also like, I don't know if you guys know, but like, has anyone found his snare? Because he can't find his snare in his headphones. So I don't know where that's gone.
He says, there you go. He says, oh, there you go.
Oh, okay, well then he's got a snare.
He's got his snare at the end.
And he loves the F word. He loves the F slur, throwing it out. But it's just, I just don't think it's like, for me, I don't know what it is. It's just not something that I'd have on repeat. It's in the same verse.
I'm sorry, mama. I didn't mean to hurt you.
But tonight,
I didn't mean to make you cry. But tonight, I'm cleaning out my closet. One more time.
It's good. It's how do I say this out? Sound like a fucking rat. It's a sonically cohesive and good song, and the message behind it is good. It's just not something that I would have on repeat like business, because let's get down to business. Do you know what I mean?
That's fair.
And
you like something lighter.
Do you know what I mean? Something like something not too like up in my face. Not let's not slag off Eminem. Okay, he's done his bit.
It's fair. It's surprising because this song is a lot of people hail it. Okay,
but do they love the 5th song, which is Square Dance? When I first listened to it, I listened to albums on the whole, and I skipped and I play a song, and I went back to like the later songs, and I was like, hold on, there's a song that goes, I was like, what song is that? Went through all the album, turned to be Square Dance. I kind of find that part a little bit irritating. I kind of find it a tad bit irritating. I'm kind of like, Eminem, okay.
I can understand why.
Because it's like, it's like, hold on, it's like, okay.
He's performing. He is
not giving it to him. I'm just like, okay, Eminem.
I can understand.
This is also a diss track to Cannabis. Who was Cannabis?
He's a rapper. Basically, the story goes, Cannabis and LL Cool J, which is one of Eminem's favorite rappers, was in a beef, and LL Cool J released a diss track to Cannabis, and then Cannabis was like, he thought for some reason that Eminem wrote the diss track, and then Eminem was like, no, I didn't write the diss track, like that wasn't me. And then they were fuming, and then they were fuming at each other. But there was some back and forth, and also people say that Cannabis is the only rapper that was close to Eminem writing skills during diss tracks. Anyway.
Yeah, no, it's good. I also have the thank you for that, Nahren, by the way.
That's okay.
I appreciate that. See, law. I also like the speaking of the chorus. I hate the chorus, but the strings that play, like meow, meow, like that, right? They sound really, really good with the chorus, and I do like it. Anyway, carry on. What are your thoughts and interests?
I actually like Square Dance. I love this song, even though I wasn't a fan of the country / square dance motif. I literally wrote that, but it grew on me a lot, and more so when I kind of look past the beef as well, Cannabis beef, and I do see this as an anti-war song. He has more explicit anti-war songs in his next album. One of them's called Mosh. It's a really good song on a really bad album. Oh. Sorry, Encore. You have Mockingbird, so you will forever be remembered. But the overall album wasn't that good. And also when he goes, this is the song, I don't know why I'm gaslighting myself. It's a song where he goes, don't think I won't go there. Go to Beirut and do a show there. Brrr. And I'm like, Beirut is like...
Is that here?
No, Beirut is Lebanon.
No, but no. I mean, like the song, like, is that in the song? Is it in this?
Oh, yeah, do-si-do. Yeah, because he rhymes it with do-si-do.
Yeah, I know Beirut is in the fucking Middle East. You think I'm crazy?
Go to Beirut and do a show there. Brrr. And it's like gun sounds. Okay, so the next skit is The Kiss, which is absolutely my favourite skit. I love it. I love everything about it. I think it's so funny. I can agree. I like the little detail at the back when he's in the car with his mate, and like you can hear the radio, and he's like made like a track for the skit, and it's like lights, camera, I don't know. I just really like it. I love the detail of it. I also like I think it's just so funny, like the back and forth, the dynamic that him and Mark. No, okay, I don't know. Basically, the person he's with in the car, I think their dynamic is really funny. Like how like. He's like just trying to placate him and be like, no, like they're not kissing, like just ignore it. And then he's like very much like, no, they are. And him screaming at the end. But yeah, my favorite skit. I fucking love this skit.
It is a reenactment of what happened on, I've got the date here, June 4th, 2000. When essentially Eminem went to, I don't know if it was Kim's house, Kim being his, girlfriend at the time, wife at the time. I don't know. I don't know all that jazz. But essentially, she was caught lacking.
Not in the no.
No,
not at her house. At the club.
Oh.
At the club. At the.
I thought it was at the house.
He says it in the song. He goes, "Bitches coming out their hard to tops," and he mentions the club name.
Okay, but essentially, it's basically about Eminem seeing his wife, at the time, kissing some other guy. And he's like, no, he's not kissing. She's not kissing her. Yeah, and like the roundup to Soldier is really, really good. It's like the best, probably transition of any song ever that I've listened to. Yeah, done. I know. I like it, and this is also the beginning of like a sort of a 3-parter that we'll go into that features Soldier and then Say Goodbye to Hollywood, which is like sort of rounded.
And then it goes into Soldier, which okay.
Are we about to slate this song?
No, I love.
Okay, good.
Love this song. When I tell you, I used to work in a job that I hated, and when I would particularly hate,
I'm a soldier in the job.
When I would particularly have a period of like hating the job, I would put my headphones in and I would walk to work, and I'd just be like, these shoulders hold up so much, they won't budge. I'll never fall or fold up. Like I love this song. His delivery when he goes as well, like it's just so good all throughout the song. But when he goes, you'll all get shot, whether it's your fault or not, because I'm a soldier. Like, I just really like his delivery on it. And I really love the song. Like, we already got into the story about pistol whipping. He saw his wife kissing the bouncer, and he pistol whipped him. So he used the blunt of the gun to, like, knock him out over the head, and he got charged for it, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if he did get charged for it, but he definitely went to trial for it. I don't know.
Yeah, he talks about like weapon possession in the song as well. Soldier is not my personal favorite, but it's up there with the really good ones that I like. I like when he goes, yo left, yo right, like a soldier would, and that comes. There's also written that's sampled again, I guess, in another song later on in the album. I don't know what it is, but like during the chorus, there's this thing where people are like talking. I think it might be like some army troop kind of thing where it's like, it's like I'm a soldier, and it's like some people are saying in the back.
What are they saying?
I don't know, but it's really, really good, and like it caught my ears on time, and I was like, this is really, really good. And I'm a person who likes the tiniest bit of. I will listen to a song to get that one little snippet of something in, and it'll make it really, really good. I really, really like the song. I have nothing bad to say about it. It just talks about him going through thick and thin, being a soldier and coming out winning. So
okay, so it's like
yeah, so really, really good. Yeah, no, Soldier is decent. Then we get into Say Goodbye to Hollywood, which is the third in the Kiss Soldier little trilogy that's going on. Yeah. So in Soldier, he talks about his side of the incident, and then in sort of Say Goodbye to Hollywood, he sort of reflects on. It says here that when I was researching that, it sort of could be said as he reflects on the other side of what happened, so not his side. Mm-hmm. And he just says like, oh, because I've done this, I can't, because I have to deal with fame and whatnot, I can't live my own life whilst being famous, so I guess I've got to say goodbye to Hollywood. But then he says in the song, I can't lose my freedom over a female, so he sort of clocks onto it. He's like, I can't actually be doing this because I can't be losing myself over some woman.
The misogyny.
Yeah, to be fair. I wouldn't personally listen to someone like that.
No. It's the weaker one for me.
Yeah. Thank you for agreeing.
Definitely. No. You basically said everything you had about the meaning of the song. Is just basically him like thinking that he's like trapped him and his family in a situation because they're famous now, so they can't really move freely, and wanting to say goodbye to Hollywood. It's not one I go back to. I appreciate that it's good. Like probably like subjectively it's good, but again, it's not something I go back to.
And the next one after this one is number 10.
Yeah. It's Drips featuring Obi Trice. Only skip in this album for me, I wrote all the misogyny with none of the charm that Superman has. So it's a very
valid.
It's a very misogynistic track, which is very like, you know, part and parcel with Eminem in this period of his life. I definitely think he's grown in terms of that. Obi Trice.
Real name, your gimmicks.
He was on this song, and also obviously he introed Without Me, which is the next song, because he was newly signed to Eminem and he was releasing an album called Cheers after this, which Eminem heavily produced. So this was kind of like promoting him.
I mean, this song is the most sexually vulgar song out there. I mean, we talk about lyrics a lot, and I think I'm going to point out this one lyric that just made me cackle in my sleep. Are you ready, guys? You're actually not ready.
Scared.
Pubic hairs looking like some sour cream dip. What is going on there? What? Like, what is going on?
When he says she's foaming at the lips.
Yeah,
the one
the lips. What is happening?
It makes me
It's just
cringe.
disgusting. You could. So it's very, very.
It's not sexy, guys.
No, it's quite disturbing.
Whereas Superman can be sexy.
And it just sounds nice. This one's just like, okay, we get it. You're trying to do her. So calm down a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and I've written here skippable song next. Yeah. I can't be dealing with that. Not at the family function. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
No, thank you. So the song after is Without Me, Eminem's most well-known song. His most... Well, actually...
It's just say what you have to say and then I'll say what I have to say.
What you say. Sorry. I like the song. I've liked the song. I've been like the song. So when I was listening to it for this episode, I was like, okay, I get the vibe. I get what's happening. Like, it's good. The music video is also good as well. It's great. It's got Superman, Batman, and Rob, right?
Batman and Robin.
Yeah, Batman and Robin together, really, really good. And overall, I've got here, it's an iconic song. It's a classic song.
So this is completes the Slim Shady trilogy, as a lot of people like to call it. So that's My Name Is from the Slim Shady LP, and then The Real Slim Shady from the Marshall Mathers LP, and then Without Me on the Eminem Show. So it's kind of like a trilogy of songs in his alter ego Slim Shady. Basically just talking about, in this one in particular, talking about like no one is touching him at this moment. Like he's he's like up there in his game in both like commercially and also just writing wise. And he has all these people coming for him, like he mentioned, like Moby and Limp Bizkit, who he was actually friends with, but then they also got into some beef. And it's just really good. Like the music video is very iconic. Goes back to the business. Like it's a kind of like a callback with him as Robin, Dr. Dre as Batman, and he also, when he says two trailer park girls go round the outside, that's also like a play off a hip hop song by someone called Malcolm McLaren in the 80s, where it was two Buffalo girls go round the outside, like Buffalo as in like the place in New York. That's all I have to say on that. It's a classic.
It is a really good song.
Like,
it is really good.
It's like the most like poppy like song, but it's good for a reason.
Maybe that's why I like it, because it's very, very poppy.
So the next skit is Paul Rosenberg, which is his longtime manager. He's been with him since day one, and he's still with him today. And it's again calling back to him owning a gun, like using it inappropriately, and it's just him leaving him a voice note, which is also a callback to like previous albums. Like there's been a skit of Paul Rosenberg leaving like voice mails, so it's just like a continuation of that, of him basically saying you can't shoot your gun in the studio, so, or at the back of the studio, so don't do that.
I've got nothing else. Yeah. I've got nothing else to add on that. It is what it is. It's not a good. It's not a memorable skit for me. Next song is "Sing for the Moment." Quite the most catchy song on the album, personally. And it interpolates "Stream On" by Aerosmith. And it did really, really well. It reached 14 in the US and it like top charts worldwide. It was really, really well known. I like the song for what it is. I ran over. He talks about something Growera.
Where that's the bouncer. That's the bouncer who kissed his. Who kissed his in
the skit.
In real life too.
But in the skit. The kiss.
The kiss, skit. Yeah. But yeah, it's the one who kissed his wife, the bouncer.
Wow.
That's why I said he kind of like lies. He like says he does it in some songs, and in this song he goes, "You're full of shit too, Guerrera. That was a fist who hit you." So it's like, is it a fist or is it the back of your gun?
Same moment.
I like it too. I know it's a lot of people's favorites as well. Like people get tattoos that say like "Sing for the Moment" because it's like very much like, oh, it's my inspiration. Like a lot of people, it's like an inspirational song for them, which is like fair because what he's talking about like basically music being one of the only things he had growing up, and how that's inspired him, and how like he's like inspiring people as well as like all the bad shit people paint him out to be doing. And also just like the politics of like, oh, is it his responsibility? Is it not his responsibility? I like the song, but it's not one I go back to, which is like kind of crazy because it's so popular.
Yeah,
I kind of feel like you during cleaning out my closet, but yeah, it's good, but just not one that I listen to frequently.
Reasonable.
So the next song is Superman, featuring Dina Ray.
My personal favorite. Had
a little bit of a moment on TikTok like a few years ago, like 2 years ago. And it's just really good. Like it's really good. It's sexist, but it sounds really good. Like Dina Ray had been featured in both albums up until this point. So she's like quite like a regular. And it's just so sexy. It's just so like the beat is just so good. Yeah. The lyrics are so catchy. Like this is why it went viral on TikTok. A lot of Eminem songs went viral on TikTok, but this is why this one went viral on TikTok. And it's addicting.
It is an addicting song.
And
I'm a testament to that because Nahren knows I did not care for the song.
Yeah. He was like, I really don't like Superman, and I was like, and then he won't stop singing it. I'm
obsessed. It's the best song on the album for me.
Wow, that's saying something. So. Last verse hits the hardest, even though it's the most sexist.
What is last verse again? Because I have the first verse.
No. I don't think the last. That's not what I wrote. Sorry.
Last verse
is the hardest to listen to. I wrote because it's very. That's where the misogyny kind of just reaches its peak, and he's slapping people and
Whoa, that bottle.
And he's
Up
talking
there,
about
Boston.
and he's talking about lawsuits. So I wrote it's the hardest to listen to for me, but it's there. And also Mariah Carey line.
Oh yeah,
because he dated him and Mariah Carey dated, but then she says they don't, and there's some beef. That's who Obsessed is about. Have you heard of Obsessed? Why are you so
have
obsessed?
I heard of Obsessed?
With
Are you
me?
crazy?
Boy, yeah, that's about Eminem. So yeah,
Not you insinuating I've not heard Obsessed.
yeah, he went through a Mariah Carey phase.
Yeah, I love her. She's so good. Anyway, Superman, as you lads know, I hate it. I didn't hate it. I didn't like it. I didn't care for it. I was like, that was a bit boring for me. And then I listened to it over and over again, and I'm obsessed. The first line is the best. Leaped our holes in a single bound. I'm single now.
Got no ring on his finger now.
And it's so catchy. And what have I been saying recently? Not the water bottle, the other one. Hold on. It's in Superman. I came to pick you up one day, and I was saying it. Oh, it's a line.
Oh my God.
It's a line. Oh, ever since America, what's the face?
Oh yeah,
There we go. That's the best
face?
line. And in this song, he talks about sort of relationships and him not being able to be like the Superman in all of the.
Like he can't save them.
Yeah, he can't save everyone. He shouldn't be expected to be saving everyone. We just met and I just fucked you. But I do know one thing. That being said, I don't like that part. That part in the song, like but I do know one thing though. When they come, they go. I don't really care for that.
Sunday, Monday through Sunday.
It's catchy, but it's just not my like thing. Like it's not. I don't know. Song number 14 is Hailey's song. I'm so sorry in advance. It's a cute song. I just don't care for it at all.
That's fine. I'm fine with that.
Okay, the aircon just stopped and it's really quiet. But I did really, really well. It's not for me.
Okay,
That's
that's
all I have to
fine.
say.
So yeah, so Hailey's song is just basically him singing, like most of it. He raps at the end, but he's like, he acknowledges, oh, I can't sing, but I want to sing because I want to tell my daughter how much I love
A little
her.
lullaby.
Because I don't think she was with him. Like he didn't have custody, and then he fought, and then he got custody of his kid. So he was just really happy, and this is him expressing that and like singing appreciation of his daughter.
Cute.
I actually wrote not the best song he has for his children, but it's still good. But not up there on the album as well. So the next song is, Skit is Steve Berman, which is a continuation of previous skits where Steve Berman's in. So it's kind of like his manager, not his manager, I'd say like maybe like head of his.
Yeah.
I don't know, just
I think
someone
he was
important.
chairman. He was chairman of Interscope Records.
Yes.
He was involved in the head office.
Yes, yeah. So like in the previous album, in the Marshall Mathers LP, there's a skit of him going and he's like, I just heard this album and you're talking about things that no one cares about and we're not gonna release it.
Disgusting.
And then this song,
really well.
yeah, and then this one, he goes and and Steve Berman's about to start trashing on the album again, and then Eminem just shoots him, and he's like, "Yeah, the album's great, so release it." I think,
and it did well. So
yeah,
fuck you,
exactly.
Steve.
So that's it. That's on the skit.
Yeah, that's it for me. Nothing else to add on that one. Then we go into When the Music Stops, featuring D12, which is his former band. It's so cute. He has everyone in his band has us in the song, which is really, really cool.
Yeah,
and really, really cute. I didn't actually know that until I listened to the hot song, and I was like, oh my god, damn. Okay, cool. He also talks about the frustrations of the rap game, of the rap industry throughout this entire song, and it's just so much cooler because he actually has his whole band with him.
Okay, my band.
Yeah. Name of my band.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've got nothing really else to add to that because they all sort of have their own like reflections on the rap industry and how they feel about it, which is really cool. How we managed to get everyone like back together again.
Do you know why they're called D12?
I feel like you told me and I just don't know. No, but I do know, but I don't know.
Because 12, because there's 6 of them, but they all have an alter ego.
Oh.
I don't know what the D stands for. I want to say Detroit.
Dimension?
I want to say Detroit.
And yeah, overall solid thing.
No, sorry, not Detroit. It's Dirty Dozen. D for dirty. And then dozen because there's 12 of them, but there's actually 6 of them, but they all have an alter ego. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I blanked on that. But yeah.
Yeah. So nothing else to add. Skip. I don't have that much to say because I wouldn't listen to the song on repeat.
Yeah, me too. I agree. I wrote I didn't actually write anything for this one. But I agree with what you're saying. It's basically them like reflecting on the rap industry and like how like it's not that it some people like take it too seriously, as in like beefs and stuff. And yeah, like you said, it's just all them reflecting on what's happened, what they view of the rap industry. So I don't really have much to say to this. I love that he has D12. He always has D12 on his tracks, but not anymore because RIP Proof. So,
oh yeah, I was looking at the YouTube comments and a lot of them were saying RIP this person who died, and I was like, oh my god, what?
Yeah, his best friend passed away. It was really sad. So then the next song is Say What You Say featuring Dr. Dre, and it's just more like rap beef.
Nicki Minaj.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to say it's for a certain producer in terms of like Dr. Dre. I don't know what producer, but I think like someone was coming for Dr. Dre. And he's basically in Dr. Dre, and it says like, "Oh, you can't touch like me or Timbaland." Who like big up Timbaland because he's really.
I love
good.
Timbaland. He's so good.
He's so good. This song's okay. I what I really like about the song is actually the chorus. Saying it when you were spraying it. So who you playing with? Huh? I really like that. I don't have much to say about the song.
I'm on the same boat as you actually, because I like the chorus. Say what you it's cute. It's cute. I just I didn't.
So who are you playing?
It's just really the same old, as you said, like frustrations of like the rap industry, and it's just like there's a line about Dupree. Confess to me, Dupree.
Yeah. I think that's someone.
And you see, this guy's just throwing out names left, right, and centre. He just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, he like stands on business. He's like he doesn't
Let's
do
get down to business.
Yeah, he doesn't do too many like subliminals. Like if he's angry at you, he'll just say it. Like he's not scared.
Yeah, that's kind of cool though.
Really appreciate about Eminem. Yeah,
that is really cool. He's just gonna say how it is. But yeah, I've got nothing else to add on. Say what you say. 18 is Till I Collapse. I've starred this one because I actually really like the song. Does it have? Is this with Dr. Dre in it as well?
No, it's Nate Dogg.
Nate Dogg, there you go. And I really like it. And here we go back to the old lift, you're right, and samples from Soldier again, which is really, really good. We see that. And this is a really, really, really popular song. Like if you look at the streams on Spotify, I think it's got over 1 billion things, which is crazy. Really good
gym. People use it in the gym,
which is crazy because this song was not a single at the time. They did not release it as a single, and I would have expected it to be a single. Good. Yeah. But it just did really, really well, and it clearly took off. And I've written here, Nate Dogg makes a really, really good chorus. It's very, very catchy. Yeah. And I really, really like the song actually. What's it about? What's Till I Collapse?
I think it's just him basically like saying like, don't doubt me, like, don't underestimate me.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, because it's like Till I Collapse, like in a war, like Soldier.
Yeah, like
linking terminology of it.
Till I collapse, I'm gonna be this good. Till I collapse, I'm gonna keep on writing. Till I collapse, I'm gonna keep on rapping. Like until I'm no longer good. Not necessarily until I'm old or like I'm gonna be doing it forever. Just until like I feel like I no longer have anything to say. I'm gonna keep on doing it, and you guys can like deal with it. Where he lists like his top 10. Sorry.
This is so stressful.
Oh, I got a list. Here's the order of my list that it's in. It goes Reggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Biggie. Andre from Outkast, Jada, Nas, Corrupt Nas, and then me. Anyway, it's really good. I really like the song. I really like that. I really like that bit, and the chorus is really good. Nate Dogg always does great choruses. He also did Shake That. Yeah. Do you know that song? Shake that ass for me. Shake that ass for me. So yeah.
Number 19 is My Dad's Gone Crazy. So Machine Gun Kelly. For
fuck's sake.
I was gonna bring this in. This is once again Haley. His daughter is in here, and Eminem one day featured. Yeah. She actually is an artist, like fully, like the artist is here, which is crazy.
Yeah, she gets the royalties for it.
Yeah, which is great.
And she was like, she like won like not one, but she like broke records for like the youngest person on an R&B track or something.
And it's crazy because one day he took it to the studio and he was like, "Hey Haley, say a bunch of this stuff, have fun." And
yeah, well, she was in the studio just like goofing around, and she just went, "My dad's gone crazy," and he's like, "Wait,
kept that in.
Let's put the mic on you."
Yeah, and they kept that in, and people when this song came out, they were like, "That's disgusting. How could?" Because this song's quite also like vulgar, like it's just very, very violent. And people were like, how on earth could you have your child be in a song where you're talking about this? And Eminem was like, with all due respect, the woman was out of the studio when I was saying all the other stuff. So it's like she was there listening to me.
And also he recorded a censored version just for her and her sisters. So she didn't hear the actual song until obviously she was a lot older. Unlike
Drips, which they made a censored version for it, apparently, but they just couldn't play it anyway because you can't censor pubic hair sticking out some sour cream dick. You can't do that. But yeah, my dad's going crazy. Speaking of my dad's going crazy, in the recent years, Eminem has had some beef with Machine Gun Kelly, although it's been quite one-sided beef.
I was gonna say beef.
Machine Gun Kelly is just talking, and
yeah, Haley, Machine you Gun right?
Haley, you right. Dad's always man cooped up in the radio yelling at the mic. Sorry. Machine Gun Kelly, that was kind of good. No! That was kind of good.
Killshot was so much better anyway.
Okay, sure.
He won, but okay.
What was it? What was MGK's one called?
Rap God.
Yeah. No,
sorry.
No, Rap Devil. Rap Devil. There you go.
Yeah,
same line.
Playing off Rap God by Eminem.
Yeah. And I like Rap Devil. It's really good.
Okay, this is not the Machine Gun Kelly show. Let's move on. This is the Eminem show.
Literally the Eminem episode. Yeah, it's a really, really cute song. I really like it. We love Haley Jade. She's doing the best she can. What was that?
Her little chainsaw noises.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. She's like little ad libs. It's kind of damn. And yeah, it's very, very vulgar, and I like it being vulgar.
Cool. I really like this song. It's one of my favorites. I think the chorus goes hard.
That's going crazy.
When he goes, nothing else to say. I can't explain it. I think my dad's gone crazy. And I really like what there's something he says. I think it's the Elton John line, and she goes, "Dad," like she's really embarrassed.
There's
and I really like.
They also say like it's like man of the Haley Jade. It's like Haley is involved in the song. I don't know. Can you pull up the lyrics, please?
Yeah.
I used to know these lyrics, but I think my dad's going crazy, and I love how like they've actually implemented Haley in there, and it's really, really cool.
And people say like the last verse, like the way it builds up, it like because a lot of people don't like think the song is a bit jokey, which I guess it is, but I really like it. But the last song, like the last
a little
verse
help with Haley
like,
Jade.
A little help from Haley Jade. Won't you tell him? This is. Maybe. I thought it was baby. Yeah. A little help from Haley Jade. Won't you tell him, baby? I think my dad's gone crazy. There's nothing you can say.
It's really cute,
you can do or say that. It's when he goes, am I the only one who's fucking normal anymore? And she goes, Dad. And it's really cute. And I really like it. And she's really talented. And like, I feel like she's not a rapper at all or musically inclined, but I feel like she could be. And then the last song is Curtains Close, which has the fucking pedophile. What's his name?
R. Kelly.
No.
Wrong pedophile, guys.
Ken Kniff, who's a recurring character. Who's a little bit homophobic, this character. He's been on Eminem Skit since the Marshall Mathers LP, the Slim Shady LP, but I think this is the last time he's used. So yeah, that's it.
And it rounds off pretty well because we've just opened the curtain at the beginning, and now the curtain is closed.
Yeah, and after everything we've said.
Yeah, and then as it happens, shows repeat and repeat over again. So you got to have the curtain go back up again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the roundup.
So okay, so we'll just do like final thoughts. Well, we did opening thoughts, so we don't need to do final thoughts. Well, I guess we can do final thoughts.
We can do
favorite songs, yeah.
I like My Dad's Going Crazy. I also like Superman and Till I Collapse. Superman is my number one song. It's too good. Very, very good.
Okay.
Holes on a single band.
So many ones that I like. Soldier, White America. I like My Dad's Gone Crazy. Yeah, those could be my top 3. That was just really like blindly picked that. I love Cleaning Out My Closet too. It's just it's a very strong album. And my least favorite song is Drips. So thank you for taking me on that journey.
It's okay.
And giving me your opinions.
This was your episode. This was your time.
And I hope no one is bored. I hope you were all entertained and informed.
Yeah, I'm very, very informed. So I appreciate that. So thank you very much.
It's okay.
We love an Eminem stan.
So now it's George's turn to pick an album for next month. We'll be listening to it and talk about it.
I have been debating as to what album we should do, and I don't want to do one that's like a personal favorite of mine because I'm not really there yet. So I'm thinking we'll just go for like the genres, and we have done R&B, pop, rap. We haven't done this genre though, even though it's not really this genre. It's more like
it's gonna be jungle.
Okay, it's not jungle.
Okay.
It's guess the genre.
Well, we've done hip hop. We've done R&B.
We've talked about genre today.
Pop. We've talked about it today.
Yeah.
Have we mentioned the genre by name?
Yeah, we've mentioned the genre by name today. Had a little section on it.
Did we?
Yep.
I said pop.
Yep. No, not pop. Think of square dance.
Country. Oh my god! It's Beyonce's new album.
It's literally not Beyonce's new album. Okay. And can you pull up your Spotify? Do you have data? Because I kind of forgot the name of this album.
Oh my god! So you don't even know the name of the album?
No, but I do. But there's like there's two names. There's two names. Run me the thing. I think it's this album.
I'm kind of scared.
Of course it is. Thank you. I knew. I was just double checking. Okay, so this artist, we were watching the Grammys and then I saw this artist and I was like, oh my god, like she's always there and she's never like I've never covered her a lot. I don't know who she is. And the album cover is very, very iconic, and I've seen in a lot of TikTok posts where people are like, this is an iconic album. And looking at the streams, it's an iconic album. It's very, very good. The cover art is great as well. So for next month's album, we are going to be doing Golden Hour by Casey Musgraves. And now I know Nahren hates this so much because why do you hate it? Why are you shocked?
I don't hate it.
I
don't hate country music. I don't.
That's what I'm saying. This is debatably country because you like it sounds country-esque, but the vibe is more pop. Like it's giving more pop. And I know you're gonna hate this, but there are like 2-3 slow songs on it. But we moved past that because it did really, really well. And she has a very popular song, which is like on the top 10 Billboard top 10 now with another artist. And I've never seen her anywhere. Like sorry, no, let me repeat my words. I have seen her everywhere, but I've just heard her nowhere. And so it's like, surely there's got to be more to this.
So she's not that relevant. Yeah, is what you're saying.
No, but she is relevant. She has a lot of subscribers. She has a lot of followers, and she has a lot of streams as well. But I just don't really hear her a lot, especially in the UK. So, but I always hear of her. I always hear of Casey Musgraves. And so yeah, next album is going to be Golden Hour by Casey Musgraves. Tune in for a little country episode, different vibe to this one. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys for the next episode. If you've enjoyed, feel free to follow, like, subscribe to the One Person Watches on YouTube. And yeah, want to say anything? What do you think actually of Casey Musgraves?
I've heard of her and I've heard of this album. Okay.
You'll know the cover art when you see it. I promise you.
I have heard good things about this album.
And it came out in 2018, which is
and it's not that long either.
Year. Well,
so
a bit of a change.
So I'm excited to listen to it, and I don't hate country. It's just like at all. Like I enjoy a lot of country music. Like I listen to a lot.
You seem like you were gobsmacked when I let you know it was.
Yeah, I was a little bit gobsmacked because I just hadn't seen it coming. But yeah, excited to
tune
in.
We love it. And yeah, we'll see you for the next episode, which will be Golden Hour by Casey Musgraves.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.